65-64. Skyview hangs on to get the victory and stay 3-0 and undefeated on the season. Pineview falls to 1-1. Skyview in the second half got outscored 48-38. And in the first half, Skyview held Pineview to 16 points, so Coach Hilliard's not going to be happy with that 48 points in the second half, Ryan.
No, but a lot of that came off of hot three-point shooting. First half, they weren't knocking down those threes, and then they started to do it. And when you're hitting threes, you're going to rack up a lot of points real quick.
Well, the Skyview Bobcats had the biggest lead of 13 points, and then unfortunately, it disappeared in that second half. As the third quarter, they outscored Skyview. Pineview did 24-17. But as you mentioned off the air, Ryan, the important thing is it doesn't matter, because the RPI, it doesn't matter if you win by 20 points or 30 points or if you win by 1 point. It's all the same.
Yep, and this is a good win. This is a team that's going to win quite a few games. So you beat teams that are going to end up with winning percentage, and it's going to help your RPI.
Well, and it's a team that finished first in region last year, in Region 9, and not only that, but they returned 5 starters. They never panicked. Skyview's only got 2 seniors on this team. And so a lot of those guys, even though Caden Penrose and others played a lot last year, Ryan, they're not used to maybe being in a situation like that. So Skyview did get the victory, and that's the important thing, and they'll be back on the court tomorrow to face Desert Hills at 7 o'clock. But as you mentioned, the person who got going in the second half was Jared Sudweeks. 21 points on 7 3-point shots. He's the leading scorer for Pineview. 17 points for Jared Kohler, 11 points for Michael Moore, 10 points for Taven Shepard, and 3 points for Ryan Hopper. Oh, and Dason Moore came off the bench, the sophomore, 2 points for him for Pineview. For the Skyview Bobcats, 2 points for Kason Carlson, 3 for Tatum Mill. Caden Penrose knocked down 2 big three-pointers. Well, Tatum Mill's 3-point shot was a big 3 as well. 19 points for Sam Phipps, 6 points for Bracken Schumann, and then Skyview was led by Falslip again with 29 points. He's averaging 26 on the season, so he met that average as well. So good job by the Bobcats to hang on and get that victory, but unfortunately, Coach Hilliard, the good thing is Coach Hilliard, they'll have some tape to look at and make some corrections early in the season here. But the Bobcats hang on as they went back to the locker room. They sang the school song, and now they're back in the locker room getting some discussion from Coach Hilliard. But like we mentioned, this is only day 1 of the tournament. Tomorrow, Ridgeline will be back in action at 5:15, and they will face this Pineview team. Desert Hills defeated Ridgeline 62-52, and the Skyview Bobcats will face Desert Hills. And that was Desert Hills' first game, so Desert Hills will be 1-0 on the season. Skyview 3-0.
Well, and I don't see Desert Hills competing like they did, like Pineview did. Mm-hmm. The thing, though, I don't know how much you saw Desert Hills. They do have some big guys. Yeah. And so they will contest us a little bit more inside. And I think that's the reason we saw Pineview hit so many three-pointers, though, is because they could not compete inside with our size. Yeah,
the other thing with Desert Hills, too, that I saw, and on the way in, listening to that game, too, they caused a lot of turnovers against Ridgeline, and that was a big thing in that game, is Ridgeline, they cut the lead to 5, but then they had costly turnovers, and a lot of that had to do with Desert Hills' defense and the way they get into the passing lanes.
Well, and a lot of them were unforced turnovers,
That's true, too.
And and I think that was the frustration of the Ridgeline coach, those type of things. But they're a scrappy team, and one that is great to see because eventually you're going to face up with these St. George regions. So this is a way we get to see people that a lot of times we wouldn't.
So our Alta Bank player of the game will be Sam Phipps because he struggled last game, but he scored 19, got off to a great start. Alta Bank, formerly known as Lewiston State Bank, and the name is different, but their commitment to service and your success is still the same. It's Alta Bank, and they are the sponsor of our player of the game. So Coach Hilliard and Sam Phipps are making their way up to the press box, so we'll just keep it here.
While they come up, I'd like to point out, two players that, Tatum Neal and Caden Penrose. Huge shots of stepping up and under the pressure, and as Pineview is making runs, hitting those three-pointers between the two of them that really kind of help cement this win for us.
Well, and the big one was Tatum Neal. When it was a one-point game, the three he hit because he missed a couple open ones at Spanish Fork, so the confidence was definitely there. So we'll hand the mic over to Sam. He's joining us. And Sam, we had you for 19 points, but congratulations, first of all, on the victory tonight.
Thank you.
I mean, you guys are still undefeated. You and Mason, the only seniors on the team, do you take that like personal, that being the only seniors, to like really be the leaders and be the leaders for the rest of the group?
Yeah, definitely. As being a senior, it's a big role, it's a big thing to step up and just lead everyone, make sure everyone's keeping their heads and everything.
Well, one of the things that we've noticed, I think I have even more so this year than last year, is the way that you and Mason have a chemistry, like the lobs. It seems like you guys are really looking for each other. Is that something that you really worked on over the summer together?
Yeah, so we played on the same AAU team all summer, so that was a really great way for developing our chemistry. And so, yeah, it's been coming and getting better and better.
Well, your high school career, when you were at Mountain Crest as a sophomore, to me, it looked like they used you more outside. Was it a big transition to come to Skyview where they were like, hey, we need you more in the post? Was that a big thing, or or am I reading into stuff more than I need to? What do you think?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
Because in Little League, I definitely played more of a big, and then once I got to high school at Mountain Crest, I was more of a guard, and then back here, just being both is, so it's about the same.
All right, and now I've got to ask you, in the previous games against Weber and Spanish Fork, some of the blocks that you have, like, how good does that feel to send it to the fourth row to block someone's shot? Because when you do it with authority.
Yeah, it's definitely a great feeling. Yeah, just knowing you got the timing right and just sending it back is a great feeling.
Your fan club's waving to you, Sam.
Well, yeah, your fan club. And they're probably excited because of that dunk you had at the free throw line in the high post. You turned around, and it's like the Red Sea. What did you see on that play?
I just turned. No one was guarding me, so I just took a dribble and flew.
Now, we're guessing, me and Ryan are guessing that it was from the blue line or maybe a little bit further.
Not the free throw line,
Not the free throw line, but, I mean, you took off. I mean, you've got a big wingspan, and you took care of the rim on that one.
Yeah.
Well, Sam, congratulations on the victory tonight. How do you carry this momentum into the game tomorrow as you face a Desert Hills team?
Well, it's a new day. Just make sure we bring even more intensity than we did tonight, because Desert Hills is a very intense team, so we got to really bring it tomorrow. All
right. Well, Sam, we appreciate you coming up. Who would you like to give a shout-out to tonight?
Shout out to my boys, Noah and Ethan.
Okay.
Fan page Mason Falls and 218.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Sam. Congratulations.
Hey, remember, we got
so, again, Sam Phipps he is our Alta Bank player of the game, and now we give the mic over to Coach Hilliard. And, Coach, that Pineview team, you knew that they'd be strong. They're returning 5 starters from last year who won Region 9, but they caught fire in the second half. Wow. I mean, you guys held them to, 16 points in the first half, but, man, they caught fire in the second half.
I don't think they missed. They shot it really well. They shot it really well. We knew they could shoot it. We talked to the kids about it, and we got caught up in not communicating on defense and let him get 3 kind of uncontested shots to get him rolling. Once he got it rolling, then the last couple he made were pretty well contested, but we took Mason on him, and Mason did a pretty good job on him. But the credit to the kids, they made enough good plays down the stretch offensively and defensively to come out with the win. It was nice to see some of our other guards step up and hit some shots, and Bracken Schumann played well in the middle for us, and as well as Sam and Kaysen came in and gave us some good minutes off the bench as well. But we're getting better. We've got a ways to go, but that's you're going to get everybody's best shot every night, and the kids know that. And I'm proud of our effort, proud of the way they played, and how hard they fought tonight.
Well, and the thing is, coaching staff, you're actually getting some practices in now that it's really being a real basketball season and not just like a game and then a cancellation because of weather and that kind of stuff. You're really in the heart of things now in the preseason.
Well, we've got 3 practices to this point, and we'll have 3 next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we're looking forward to those. We got a quick turnaround tonight or tomorrow. We're going to face a tough Desert Hills team that's really scrappy. They get after it. They're intense, and we're going to have to bring it tomorrow. But it's nice to open at home with the win. And like I said, I was proud of our kids. I thought we battled. I thought we fought. They worked hard and made some good plays for sure.
Well, Coach, and a game like this where we look at the final score and we're like, nuts, it was only a 1-point win. At the same time, doesn't that help you as a coaching staff to like not just keep the team on alert, but don't they learn something from a close game? They have to be gritty and
definitely.
That kind of thing.
You learn how to fight through it.
Yeah.
I mean, they kept bringing it, and we're gonna play some tough games this season. Tomorrow being the next one, but we're going to play some tough games. We're going to have to learn how to fight through runs. Teams make runs. And as you mentioned, we held them to 16 points. Should have been 14 if we get that rebound right before half.
Yeah.
Kind of gave them a little bit of momentum going in at halftime.
Sure.
We talked about that. But, we're not perfect. The kids did some really, really good things tonight. We're figuring out where we need to be defensively, and it's progress. It's all you can ask for is get better each game. Well, and so I thought we got better tonight.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking some time to talk with us on the post-game show. And again, tomorrow night, another opportunity in this North versus South tournament that you've got set up here. And it's a great environment for high school sports. It
is nice. We appreciate it. I appreciate Cache Valley Bank and them sponsoring us and helping us out to run this, get some sponsorship. And they allow these kids to come and play in an atmosphere and an environment like this, and it's a lot of fun. So we appreciate them and all that they do for us. I appreciate my coaches, their families, and all the support that they give us, and the parents here helping us run this weekend. And so I do appreciate the parents and all that they do too as well. And we appreciate the radio. You guys are awesome. Followed us all the way down to Spanish Fork, that nice short drive down to Spanish Fork.
I know.
Drive back in the rain, right?
Well, we're excited about that fog too, but we're excited about the Utah Elite 8 tournament next week because it's only at an American Fork High School, and that's not as far.
Not quite as far as Spanish Fork,
but
for sure.
We'll be there.
For sure. Well, we appreciate you guys, and thank you, and thank you for all the fans that came out and watched tonight.
All right. Again, congratulations, Coach. Got the victory. 65-64, Skyview with the victory. Sam Phipps, our Alta Bank player of the game. So that's going to do it for us here. And for Ryan Grunick, for Sam Phipps, for Coach Hilliard, Diana Young, our producer in studio, we always appreciate all that she does. We'll be back on the air tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a few more minutes for some kind of a pregame to let you know more about Desert Hills. But if not, again, Ridgeline will play the early game at 5:15 versus Pineview, and then Skyview will follow that game at around 7 o'clock. So, again, for all those people, I'm John Newbold. Have a great night, everybody, and thanks for listening to Cache Valley Sports Station, 1390 AM and 106.9 FM, The Fan.
This Skyview Sports broadcast has been a presentation of Sports Talk Radio. 106.9 FM, 1390 AM, The Fan.